What's going on, guys? Hunter here. Hope you're having a great day. No, I am. I wanted to film this video to show y'all our new sawmill we bought. Very excited about this thing. It's been in the works for probably about a month now, and we finally got it last week. I filmed a little short on it. Some of y'all saw it, some of y'all may not have saw it. Pretty cool ordeal here we got. I'm going to show you it in just a second. We're going to do a walkthrough on it. I'm just kind of do a quick little thing on it. And then I'll film some stuff with us using it later on, and that'll be a whole nother video. But just wanted to show you what we got it and explain to you why we got it and what all it can do and what it's capable of and everything. So appreciate y'all. And if you're not subscribed, you need to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And we're gonna roll the intro and get into it. So here it is. This is the Harbor Freight sawmill here. We did buy it used. We did not buy it brand new. Very, very good condition still. Very little use. The guy that had it, he didn't use it just a whole lot. He used it a good bit, but it mostly just kind of sat. So he decided to sell it to us. It does have a Subaru, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not even going to keep trying. Engine on it, 7 horsepower, gas engine, cranks and runs perfectly. He did have to put a brand new carburetor on it before we bought it, and it does need to be adjusted. So I am going to speak with Hipa about getting the right carburetor adjustment tool for that. I'm not exactly sure which one to get, so I'm gonna have to talk to Hipa about it, and I'm gonna film a video on adjusting the carburetor on this thing, attempting to anyway. And so that'll be something cool and different. Y'all get to see a little bit of repair work on here. I have never done any of that, so it's going to be pretty interesting for me to try myself. But we're going to definitely try to do that because, like I said, the carburetor does need adjusting on it. It just won't idle very good. So we're going to get that fixed, no problem. Tell you a few specs about it. Like I said, it has a 7 horsepower engine on it. I'm going to say these tracks are probably 10 foot long, maybe 12 foot, and about 24 inches wide. Now, supposedly you're supposed to be able to cut, I think, 24 inches worth of, actually I believe this is 3 foot of track, but you're really supposed to be able to cut 24 inches of wood with it. So you notice we kind of got a little mess here. You kind of hard to tell which one we're cutting. This is the log that we've been cutting right here. Reason we have to stack all this and everything is because that blade will only go so low, and so we had to stack more boards that we've already cut onto it to level this board up to where we can cut. So that's why it's kind of hard to cut small logs with this and everything. We're going to start cutting some big stuff like that, and maybe even some that large, maybe not, I don't know yet. But anyway, like I said, y'all get to see this thing run some more later on. We're going to do some videos with it running. We got some pine logs we're going to do, and we're going to get some more cedar in here too. So I'm going to bump back up here to the controls real quick and kind of tell you how it all works. So you notice these wheels right here, it's all on a track system. So you basically just roll this, and that's how it cuts. And so to lower and raise the blade, first of all, you've got to unlock this thing right here. I believe that's unlocked. And crank that handle right there, which moves that pulley right there, which pulls this string up, which then pulls the blade up. And then to lower it, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to lower it just like that, and that's what lowers it. So you saw it just jump a little bit. We do need to oil this track right here a little bit before we use it some more, because it's getting kind of dry and it's supposed to just kind of slide down. But as you can see, it's just getting a little jumpy. But anyway, so that's how that works. And of course, once you crank this thing up, you can throttle it by using this, or you can use this throttle right here, which is what I prefer. That way you can kind of sit on the outside edge and push it while it's cutting. That just seems simpler to me than having to stand right in the middle of the tracks and climb over everything. So that's one cool thing about it. You're probably wondering what this is. This is what tensions the belt, the blade belt and everything. That's what tensions the blade. I'll open this right here up and let you see what's inside here. Alrighty, so as you can see, really simple design. I was telling Dad, one thing I love about this machine is it would be very simple to change out the motor if you had to. So all you do if you want to change out the motors, you're going to take this off, take that shaft out, slap your new motor on, put the shaft back in, put that back on, redo your belt, and you're good to go. That's all that engine is right there. And then of course the bolts is holding on, but you know, as far as attaching all this stuff to the engine, that's all it is right there. So real simple. Of course, this is your blade right here, your band blade. It goes all the way around the pulleys, just like you think it would. No twists, no turns, just go straight. This belt right here is what runs it. Like I said, that's attached to the engine, so kind of see how that works. And this is kind of the placeholders for the belt. This is how it holds on and everything. And if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them down below about this machine. I'll try to answer them the best I can. I feel like I'm doing a pretty rough job of explaining, but like I really don't know a whole lot about this thing, but I'm just kind of going through and showing you what I do know. So I do know you have to square off this blade with the pulley as much as you can. There's a lot of things about this machine that I don't quite understand why they did it this way, and I'll explain that more next time we actually go to saw them with it, because it's kind of hard to explain when we're not using it, if that makes sense. So, but I kind of wanted to film this video to kind of give you the intro to it before we started using it. That way you know what we were working with, what type of machine this was and everything, and all that good stuff. So that's that. We do have it sitting on these cross ties right now. That's what's kind of keeping it level. Ideally, you'd want this thing on a concrete slab, and long-term plan for this, we are going to put a concrete slab either here or at my shop. And the ideal plan would be to build a huge, I say huge, you know, decently large concrete pad with a pole barn on it to do all the firewood splitting and the sawmilling under, and make it big enough to put the excavator under. That way we could park the excavator under there, so we could use it for firewood and to put logs onto the sawmill. So ideally, that's the long-term goal, would be to get a big pole barn built on a concrete slab to kind of level this thing out, have a place for the firewood splitting, and have it covered so where you could do all this in the rain if it were to be raining. It keeps all your equipment out of the weather also. So that's kind of our long-term goal for all this equipment and everything. And so right now, this is kind of our setup. I'll show you those boards in a minute we cut. This is kind of my firewood station over here, firewood trailer there, you know, the excavator, and then we got the wood splitter and the sawmill. So that's kind of what we got going on right here. So I'm going to ease over here and show you some of the boards that we've already cut. So this is some cedar logs. That's primarily what we're going to be cutting with this anyway, is just cedar. This is about 3/4 of an inch thick, and this one's about an inch thick is about what that is. So really good stuff. This thing will cut just about any depth that you want it to. You could cut the log slap in half. You cut 4x4 posts, 6x6 posts, however you want to cut it, you can cut it with this machine. Like I said, if you do go lower than you know what it'll cut, you do have to stack stuff on there to raise up the log to where it'll hit the blade and everything. But that's only if you're using something that small, and really that's almost too small for this machine, but you can make it work. So not sure if any of that made any sense or not, but like I said, I just wanted to film this video, just kind of give you an introduction to it, kind of give you an idea with what we're working with. Also, if you're wondering what holds all that's on here, there are these little things right here. That's kind of your backing. There's one down there, and we've got to get some for this. And you can also, you're probably wondering, this is kind of a short track, you can extend this track as far that way. I mean, you could extend it 50 yards that way if you wanted to, which that would be excessive, but you could. And you have to buy the same tracks, or you could build some tracks with the same thickness on it right there to where the wheels could ride over it, and you could keep cutting and cutting and cutting as long as you wanted to. So you can cut it as long as the tracks, as many tracks as you have is as long as you can cut with this thing. So there's no limit to that. The only thing you're limited to is going to be your width right there. But know, like I said, you're not really going to have much more width than that unless you're cutting like a big, huge tabletop or anything. But I mean, you're not going to be wanting to do that with this machine anyway. So anyway, this thing is just kind of for playing around, doing little projects like that right there, and all that good stuff. So that's kind of what it is. That's the machine, everything. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. Oh, this water jug right here. You notice we got this water jug, and we've got a water tube that runs all the way down and connects to right here. And what it does is it lubricates that blade while you're cutting to keep it from getting dry, and it helps it cut better and faster. So keep this filled up while we're cutting, and it lubricates that blade. We have a little cutoff valve right there. We can cut the water on and off, save the water, and all that good stuff. So just wanted to point that out to you, show you what we got going on. So you're probably wondering, what the heck are you going to do with this sawmill? I mean, why in the world would you buy this? Well, let me just tell you, Dad makes deer antler knives, as you know, and he makes the stands for those out of cedar. And so this sawmill right here will help out a lot with that. And we also do a lot of little projects around here. We built a patio behind the house, did cedar countertops. We could have used this for that. Did a lot of woodworking on that patio over there and everything, and we could have used the sawmill to cut the wood, and it could have saved us a lot of money. So that's kind of mainly what we bought it for, was little home projects and everything. And I also do plan to try to build some flower pots with it and some landscaping beds, and just kind of test the waters on what I can do with this thing as far as landscaping wise, and try to, you know, use this as just kind of the tool to make stuff with and everything, because essentially that's what it is. It's a tool. So just wanted to kind of fill y'all in on everything, let you know what we got going on over here. I posted that short about it. I believe it got like 3,000 something views. Really awesome there. So hope y'all enjoyed this video. Hope I didn't butcher it too bad. I don't explain everything. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about it, but I am telling you what I do know. And you will see some more of this. And I just wanted to kind of film this introduction video so y'all could see what we got here and kind of see what you're looking at before we start using it. And I'm gonna here pretty soon. I'm gonna get those pine logs over here, mill up that cedar, and I'll set the GoPro up somewhere and let y'all watch us use the mill. So appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like and subscribe. Don't forget about our giveaway we have going on. Like I said, I did want to extend that one day. So now you have until Friday night at midnight to enter into the giveaway. Tell your friends and family about it. Get everybody involved. And until next time, I'll see y'all later.